Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome once again to Hockey Playoff Edition. I am Miguel Mike Medina. This is my guy, Jim Biringer. Jim, how's it going, man?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. These playoffs continue to get interesting. So let's start off with the first one. Tampa, Toronto. After getting humiliated in game one, Toronto came out with anger, aggressiveness, and urgency. Mitch Marner stepped up. John Tavares stepped up. Morgan Riley, I'm very happy for him. He stepped up. This was a collective team effort. They did not look soft. They came out to play and they did everything. They set the tone from the beginning of the first period. Take it from there. The series is tied now.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they had to do. I mean, when it was announced before the game and even the day prior with Victor Hedman not sure if he was going to play, we knew Eric Chernak wasn't going to play. So that's two big pieces to Tampa's defense that was missing. The Maple Leafs need to take advantage of it. And Marner, who is MIA, who's been, a lot of people in that area have been critical of him during the playoffs. So, he had a big game. John Tavares had a big game. Austin Matthews had a big game. The guys that needed to play well played well. Samsonov looked better. They just came out with a team urgency because they knew going down 0-2 to this team, and you don't take advantage of two big pieces like that in the lineup. You go down 0-2, it's going to be tough. And good for them for responding. That's what they needed to do. And they get the big W. So all the big players have to step up. Now we're going to see what the injuries are for Tampa. Kind of continue. There was a little nastiness towards the end. We'll see if Hedman plays, Chernak. If those guys don't play, I think the Maple Leafs have a better chance than they did if those guys were playing.
Now Toronto will go to Tampa, and they have to take care of business on the road. So we will see on the updates on what's going to happen with Victor Hedman and company. Next up, Rangers and Devils. Listen, as a Rangers fan, I still won't say the series is over. Sorry to say this to all my New Yorkers out there, but we're chokers nowadays. So, especially, I'm not sure what happened last season with Tampa. So, but the difference is that they got these two games on the road, something I did not expect. I thought the series would be split. New Jersey would take one at home, but again, the series is far from over because New Jersey could give them a surprise in the Garden. So, but this was another team effort of the Rangers. Your American stars showed up: Chris Kreider, Patrick Kane, Adam showed up. Tarasenko showed up as well. But overall, this was a great team victory for the Rangers. They have a 2-0 lead now going to the Garden. But like I said, this is not over yet. And I don't think that the Devils will be swept whatsoever.
Look, the Devils got to change a couple of things before they go in there, meaning their special teams. I mean, look what the Rangers did in the series. They scored 4 power play goals, all from Chris Kreider. It's crashing the net, throwing pucks on the net. They're able to set up. Give credit to the Rangers penalty killers for clogging up the neutral zone on the Devils power play. The Devils have 1 power play goal. It got them in the lead Thursday night. They crashed the net. Other than that, they don't shoot the puck enough. And that's the big difference right now in this series. Patrick Kane got going. He got a meaningless assist. You want to call it meaningless in the first game, but that's got him going. He had 3 points. Adam Fox had 3 assists, 4 assists. Tarasenko, Panarin, Zibanejad, all those guys. You have Kreider in front. That Rangers power play has been deadly. It was deadly going back to last year. It was deadly this year. The Devils have to slow down that Ranger power play because all 4 goals have been off 4 bad penalties the Devils took. And those usually end up in the back of your net. Your best penalty killer has to be your goalie. Vitek Vanacek did not play well these 2 games. He looked good in the first period, parts of the second, but he needs to step his game up. I'm going to be interested to see what the changes the Devils make, if any. I would be shocked if Luke Hughes is not in this lineup. I think he gives them a different dynamic. And the Devils just got to shoot the puck. I think that's the big key here. And, just start playing their game, keep things simple, get pucks deep, play the road game because the Devils are one of the best road teams in the NHL. They were all year along with Seattle. So if they could take one of these 2 games in Madison Square Garden and show that they can play on a road, it's going to be a different series.
And that is why I feel that's one of the reasons why I won't say they will get swept, because we know how good the Devils were on the road in the regular season. So that's something we got to keep an eye on. Now, Seattle Kraken versus Colorado Avalanche. Seattle, for their playoff debut, they've been playing outstanding against the defending champs. This team could have gone back to Seattle up 2-0. They had a 2-0 lead in this game, and they squandered it. Colorado proved why they're defending champs. You never want to underestimate the heart of a champion. Colorado is back in the series tied. Now it's going to Seattle, and let's see how Seattle will respond to that.
Yeah, we're going to see that. First game's in Seattle. Look, Colorado, Seattle's showing them zero respect on the ice, even if they have respect for them. Colorado, look, Seattle's such a good team, good depth. They roll 4 lines. They're giving Colorado fits, man, and they're slowing that game down to their snail's crawl. They're like playing that game. Philip Grubauer stepped up against his old team, and Georgiev played well for that team. But, those top guys, you never count out this Avalanche team. But it wasn't the big guys. It was the Valerie Nichushkins. It's the Arturi Lekkonens, the Darren Helms. The depth that got Colorado the cup last year is the reason they're tied. They need more from their big guys. They're going to get it. Colorado hasn't forgotten to play hockey. But this reminds me a lot of 1997 when the Phoenix Coyotes took on the Detroit Red Wings and gave them a heck of a series. I take that back. It was 1998. They gave them a heck of a series in the first round. So they went into the Joe, took a game, probably should have been up 2-0. They go back, they win a game. Now Detroit's down, Rockets building. So you never know what's going to happen. But I think Colorado can still get through this, but this is going to be a longer series than people think.
Yes, indeed. Seattle is making them sweat for it. But that's what you love about playoffs, especially in hockey, that the unpredictability happens. The team that you least expect with the least experience, they can give you a surprise, and that's what Seattle's doing for Colorado right now. Last but not least, Winnipeg Jets, Vegas Golden Knights. That third period was huge for them. It was huge. And those 3 goals is the reason, why, the series is tied. The first period didn't look like themselves, but then second period, they started to get things going. But it's that third period that won them this game.
Yeah, Mark Stone had 2 goals in the third period, get him off the schneid. Jack Eichel got his first career playoff goal. Can you believe that? But look, Winnipeg kept them at bay. I thought, for 40 minutes, Winnipeg was still the better team. They get a late goal in the second by Stanley. It's 2-2 going into the third. It could go either way. But again, they get pressure on Hellebuck. They kept pressure on the Jets. They play their style, and they compete hard, and they don't let Winnipeg dictate play. They're dictating play. And now we're going back to Winnipeg for that whiteout. But, like Seattle, Winnipeg could be up 2-0 headed back home.